Morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning. It's Veterans Day. Thanks to all who served. And the banks are closed. The cash bond market is closed. The post office is closed. Asia and Europe are both mixed, not really moving much at all. And I'm doing this early and keeping it short because there is no economic news coming today. Okay, at 7:45, the Dow was up 54, Nasdaq up 108, and the S&P up 18, and that's pretty much where we are. The Dow has given up a little; it's only up 30. The S&P is still up 17 or 18, and the Nasdaq just keeps on plugging away, currently up 120. We had earnings last night. Beyond Meat, a wider than expected loss. This X $239 stock now sells for 76.68, down 17.78, or another 20%. Nobody believed that it was a fad, but clearly it is not taking hold in any meaningful way um, that is supportive of a higher stock price. Disney missed yesterday. They're heavily discounting um, Disney Plus again for new subscribers. Bob Chapek, in fact, warned us last quarter when they missed that the numbers were going to continue higher, but in a slower manner. The stock is 164.59, down 10, 5.7%. Sony gave negative guidance. The stock is actually up a little here at 308, but they do cite supply chain, raw materials as the reason why they are cutting back on the new PS-5 gaming consoles. JD, biggest singles day so far in history. The number looks like 48.7 billion in sales. FOSL makes private label watches as for people like Michael Kors, etc. So all of those watches that are designer brands get made by Fossil. They had a big beat. The stock, which used to be much higher, manages to move 32% to the upside today, 1827 up 443. Elon Musk said that he sold, or filings say that he sold $5 billion worth of stock. I personally have no issue with this at all. Um, there are 100 reasons why um, insiders sell stock. In this case, it's legitimately tax considerations. Um, but let's recall how much of this stock this guy has and how much more he's able to exercise through options. So I have no issue with that. What I do have an issue with, though, is AMC, Adam Aaron, selling another $53 million worth of stock. And I just wonder when the apes are going to say, this guy is selling his position on the backs of our support. It's not happening yet, um, but it easily could. As I said, 37.82, down just 46 cents. That's just over 1%. I want to go over a couple of charts today, and corn is the first one. Really liked it coming back down into this 448 area, 548 area. Yesterday it was up pretty substantially. The day before, it was up 3.5 after touching 547 3/4. Yesterday, it was up 14.5 cents, and today it's down less than a penny on the on pricing. It looks like it's setting up to break through this area. There are a couple of negatives, I think, in that a lot of corn is used for ethanol. It is not up the way soybeans are. I mean, it was up here trading, over $7.25. Let's see, 7.35 a bushel. But it looks like it's set up pretty much the same way that the gold was, with a longer term uh, downtrend line that it looks like it's getting ready to break above. So let me go and show you the gold chart so you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. The gold was a bit of a disappointment to me yesterday. I mentioned last night because it gave up half of its gain, but today it has started up right from the get-go. It was down a little last night. Right now, up $15. Really looking like it wants to test this 1900 area. Again, I remind you, Dennis's number in here was 1760. It got to 1758.5, and then turned higher. We've gone 1760 to 1860. That's a pretty nice move. But here's that downtrend line in the gold. It's a little bit longer, but you get the idea. Big flag to the downside, got set up. This is where I think the corn is right now, and we could easily push through there. Oil, again yesterday, topped out just around $85. This is the third time up there. On the daily basis, let's go back to that so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we broke through, but closed unchanged that day, made a high of 85.41. A week later, 84.88. Yesterday, 84.97. But closed down $2.81 and is further lower right now by another 87 cents. I mean, I'm not calling this a top. I still think that we're going to see $90 to $100, but we could easily come back in to this 76 to 78 area before going higher. There's some talk around that they're going to release some more from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. That has already happened twice. They've loaned Exxon from the Strategic Reserve, I think 1.5 million barrels each time. The nat gas bounced off my 475 number, back up over 5, currently 495.5, up 7.5. The coffee looks like it too is breaking out. These are all the reasons that I think that inflation is really kind of here to stay. This is set up to break out yet again. And the next stop on this one would be, 225, 235. So that is not pleasant. And we do have some weakness in Starbucks of late. So, maybe that's what's going on there. Lumber is about unchanged today. Bitcoin down 1,000 after making a new high yesterday at 69,355. Ethereum is higher, and the bonds, which, as I said, have no cash market today, are exactly unchanged. All right, everyone. Be careful out there, and it may be a little on the quiet side today. So, look for some outsized moves in some of these littler names because that's what people look at. They look at stories when the overall market is quiet. Have a good one.